Oh, that Obama, man, he just screwed everything up, man. Now, he came in and he lied with his lies and everything, and said he was going to do insurance on a sliding scale. Yeah, right. Insurance on a sliding scale. The rich and middle class pay for the poor, and that's just it. You just get an extra tax that you have to pay, and you got no options, you know. You just got to pay it. They just take it out of your check or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he screwed everything up. Obama was a terrible, and Biden too. Because Biden was just another Obama. It was just Obama, because Obama was pulling the strings behind the scenes and telling Biden everything to do. So he had his ear. So those two idiots really messed the country up.
Yeah.
Bush wasn't much better. Bush Senior, Bush period, with all the stuff that was with Iran and all that stuff with Bush and Reagan and all that. The Bushes weren't much better. Like I said, the last Democratic president we had, it was decent, was Clinton. He was all right.
Clinton was all right.
Hey, what?
Clinton was all right.
He was a good president, even though he was a Democrat, because he believed in the old democratic ways to help the working class, to help the wealthy. He wasn't just all about the ultra rich or the ultra poor like the Democrats are now. And he wasn't trying to take all of our rights away, like the right to bear arms and all that stuff. It was ridiculous. We've been carrying guns since the Wild West in the 1800s, even before that, to protect ourselves, you know. And then like liberal states like Washington, California, you got to have a permit, you got to go through channels to get a gun permit, and you may not get one or whatever, or you just got to carry it illegally and then you get arrested or whatever, and God forbid you shoot somebody with it, then you got all kinds of ramifications for carrying a concealed weapon that was without a permit. It's like places like Tennessee that aren't liberal states, you can carry a gun, just be 21 and just don't shoot people for no reason. You carry a gun. That's it. Next to the back of their pickups and stuff. And that's the way it is back there. You know, they don't take because it's not a liberal state. They're not taking all our freedoms away from us. You know. Yeah, they take all our freedoms away. The Democrats try to take everything away. Every time they have a shooting, and somebody uses like an M4 or AR-15 or whatever. Even though a Mini-14 shoots the same round, it's got a wood or synthetic stock. It doesn't look as menacing as M4 or AR-15. You could have that, but they banned the AR-15. They've been doing it for a long time. You had to change the handle. They had to make they couldn't have a folding stock. They couldn't have a telescoping stock. Couldn't have this. Couldn't have that. They only have an 18 or 20-inch barrel. Couldn't have an 11.5-inch barrel. Couldn't have a flashlight. So the gun completely, so that they can sell it, you know. But it's always something that they're trying to take away every time someone does a shooting. With even if it's like a 22 that looks like an AR-15, all of a sudden it's a military gun and people don't have no business having it. It's like, why not? You can kill people with a hunting rifle. They're not banning those, you know. It's only the AR-15 or the AK-47 because they're, the AK-47 is an Israeli military gun or Russian military gun, and the AR-15 or M4 is a United States military gun. That's the only difference. The Mini-14, it holds the same capacity. You get 30-round clips for it, 223 or 7.62 by 39, which is the same round the AR-15 AK-47 takes. It's available in one's called Mini-30 or Mini-14. And it's the same gun. It just doesn't look as menacing as the AR. And you can buy that thing all day long. But the AR, they try to ban it all the time. I think they banned it in California.
Yeah.
And then what they did in California, of course, I wasn't stupid enough to fall for this. So they told everybody they had like these guns on the ban list was AR-15s, M4s, Colt Sporters with the bayonet lug, AK-47 type guns, Uzis, and all that stuff. So they said they set up like a big fence around this area down there in LA, and they had everybody come there with all these guns. It was on the news. The government will buy them from you. And guess what? The people go in there and offers them like $200 for a gun. And then they go, oh no, I'm good. I ain't gonna sell this gun. It's worth a couple of grand. I ain't gonna sell it for $200. You know, fuck that. They would not let him leave. They said you can't leave with that gun. You can leave, but you gotta leave the gun here. So you got a choice. You can take the $200, or you can just leave the gun here and walk away and get nothing. Some people just gave their ARs and AK-47s back.